Welcome into the Yager Stadium studio. I'm Terry Bridge, filling in for Steve Baker, and our position preview of 2024 continuing. And joining us now, Chuck Martin. And we are going to take a look at the defensive backs. Again, some losses back there, but there's some veterans also coming back on the backside of that defense. Some few holes to fill.
Yeah, no, we lost some good ones. Obviously, Frizz McKee, phenomenal player. So we lose him at one corner. You have Rayon Strader as a freshman All-American a year ago back at the other corner. So you'd love to have both back, but you got one really good young one coming back, and you lost one. So there's a hole to fill at the one corner. At the safety position, you lose Quez, who's a three-plus year starter and tackled everybody. Right. Kind of an unsung guy in our defense. Not super flashy, but made a lot of tackles, like a lot of tackles. So. And then you lose Michael Dahl, who obviously had a great career here and is with the Bengals now. And so you lose three really high-end players. The nice thing, and again, depth, and we talk about it, Coach Breakin did such a good job of utilizing his personnel last year. You know, Eli Blakey's played a lot of football. He had a role in our defense a year ago. He wasn't a starter, but in some of our sub-packages, Eli was a starter, so he's played a lot of football. Eli started for us, 2 years ago at Kentucky, and then he had the injury. Then he got the injury. So Eli's played a lot of football. It's his time to take a much bigger role this year, and he's chomping at the bit to do that. Silas Walters led the nation in special teams tackles a year ago. Silas Walters also one of the biggest plays in the MAC championship game in the fourth quarter. He bats down the ball against a 6'6" tight end. So when Dow went down with his ankle, so inside played in a lot of our sub packages. Coach Breakin's found ways to take size skill set and get him involved. So now he's looking for a much bigger role, whether it be a safety or nickel position.
Yeah.
All right. Ambe Caldwell's played in our sub packages. Ambe Caldwell has started at different times. So we have three guys kind of waiting in the wings that are ready to take over for Quez and Dow. At the safety/nickel position, along with some of our linebackers. The other corner position, I said, right now, I got to really, not many people going to understand this reference because not many people play spades, but I played a lot of spades back when I was in college. It's a really good card game. But I said, my corners is like a bad spades hand. If you've ever played a card game where you bid with a partner and your partner goes like 2, possibly 6, that's not very good because you don't really know what to do. And that's what I have right now. I've got a lot of possibles at corner. I got a lot of kids. I got Rayon on the one side, but on the other side, I got William Hardwick, who played in the bowl game and did some nice things. He's coming in his second year. William's got a lot of ability. We just got to get him to be consistent, and he's got a lot of injury. Caleb Tubbs got a ton of ability, hasn't played. He's been hurt a little bit. He's got a ton of it. We got to transfer Luke Evans from Mississippi State. He wasn't here this spring, but he looks good this summer. When we put the pads on, what's he going to look like? I know physically he can do it, but I don't know. It's different. Right. We haven't even started practicing yet. We got TJ Rush, who's been here a long time. TJ's got a really good skill set, and he's really smart, and he can tackle, and he can cover. His thing's been injured a bunch. We got to get him healthy. So we have Michael Yarborough, who was in the mix a year ago, and he missed spring with an injury. He missed from the season. He's coming back. He's going to be healthy. So you're talking about 5 guys or so fighting for one spot, and also probably fighting for that rover spot or other safety position. So you also got Devin Johnson, who has experience back there. So we've got a lot of young guys. We've got some guys that can play, but it is, I would say, going the year, it's the least experienced group coming back as far as starters when you lose 3 or your 4 starters back there. So camp should be awesome, but we have players. Who's it going to be? I do not know. Camp will decide it. That's not coach talking. If I know, I'd tell you. I could care less who knows who's we're going to play and who we're not going to play. I wish it was Frizz and wish I could tell you, hey, these are going to be the starters. Right. We're pretty excited about it, but it should be a great fall camp, and there's a lot of kids that have the ability who surface, like you talked about, who's going to make the step and surface and take that spot. We played a lot of corners opposite of Frizz against Miami, Florida. It was a disaster. But things started by the second half, things were starting to figure themselves out. Kind of basically, the one guy in the game that actually did what we coached was Rayon, so he became the guy. And it wasn't, he didn't outplay anybody at Miami, Florida, but he was the one guy that went out there and did what we were trying to ask him to do, which in our program is pretty important. So excited about the group, but we got some work to do there, and there will be some pressure on them, particularly early with who the guy. We're not going to ease into this season very good. So.
Well, there's familiar names, at least, in that defensive backfield. Maybe they didn't get as much playing time because of what you're talking about, the 3 people that you lost. but at least there are guys that were very close to being on the field, or maybe was on the field due to an injury here or there.
We also have Eli Coppas, who I forgot to mention, who's moved back from linebacker. That's what I forgot to mention with the DBs through the spring. That's another young, talented. He's rangy. He can run. He can hit. He did some really nice things in ST a year ago. We kind of bumped him back into the safety position this spring, and he took to it pretty good. So he's another young guy who's just a freshman and will be a redshirt sophomore, and he'll be fighting not only for playing time but for starting time.
Be versatile. That's the main thing. That's a look at the defensive backs, and next time up on MiamiRedHawks.com, we will look at the offensive line.